Hey everyone, I'm Christy and I am a Colorado-based twin mama who just loves getting outside and hiking and adventuring with my kids. So I wanted to quickly run through some of the big changes that happened from the original Osprey Poco Plus to the now more updated version. I don't know about you, but finding a carrier that I really love was super important to me. And unfortunately, they can be pretty pricey. So, we started to just collect ours through Facebook Marketplace and ended up with one that was the older model and one that's the newer model. And there were some really big differences that really mattered to me. And I want to highlight just a couple things that have changed that I love and a couple things that I really hate. And then there's just, some things that are just good to know as you are going about trying to figure out, okay, which pack do I want? Is it worth it to invest the money to get the newer model, or would I prefer to just stick with an older model and find it used? So to start with, one of the biggest things that was important to me was the updated chest harness system for our babies. So in the older model, it was set up so that it only went around the shoulders, but there was a huge gap that basically one of our kids almost slipped out of. So that was a really big issue. One of the things Osprey did that I really love with the new model is they created a system where it goes above and below each arm so that you don't have to worry about them slipping out. The other thing that I want to highlight is that they did a really amazing job on the updated version with the pockets. So one of the reasons I love the Osprey Poco Plus is because it can hold 26 liters of capacity. So there is still this big bottom section that is the same as the older version, but what has changed is the mesh pocket doesn't have a snap, which, you can go either way with that. But I love that the zipper here goes all the way around so that you can easily grab stuff out of it. This is not the case with the older model. The older model has a zipper that's a little finicky and honestly kind of frustrating when you're trying to get something quickly. It only opens about, a third of the way around the pocket. It's a big pocket, but you can only access it in this small slot, which is just not as functional. The other thing I really love about the pocket system on the new one is they have this nice little small pocket that you can just fit, sunglasses. We like to put our sunscreen in our Garmin InReach Messenger up there, which is it's just nice to have some more organization. So now for the things that I absolutely hate about the new model that makes me want to hold on to our older one. The first thing is for people who are not extremely tall, this handle is absolutely annoying. It digs in right behind your neck and almost like presses your neck forward. With the older model, it was a simple handle that moves out of the way and you don't have to worry about it really digging into your neck and pushing your neck forward. For us, we like to do really long hikes, and so having my neck pressed forward like that was really frustrating for me. The other thing that, I think Osprey had a good effort, but they really just missed the mark on this one, was they had updated the strap pocket to have this mesh pocket right here instead of the zipper pocket on this one. And honestly, it's a great idea. My husband and I are both runners. We love the mesh pockets that we have on our running vests, and sometimes we wonder why don't backpacking packs have the same thing. But honestly, it's just not functional. It's not big enough to fit a hydration flask. It's not big enough for our cell phones. Maybe you can fit sunglasses in here or one, granola bar, but we've kind of decided the best thing we could use it for is just putting trash in, which, I mean, when you're out with kids, you need something a little more functional for quick grabs. So that would be the other thing that's really frustrating to me. If you decide you're switching from the older model to the newer model or vice versa, and you have the rain cover that comes with it, an important thing to know is that they're not interchangeable. So the buckles on the older model are slightly smaller where the rain cover attaches than the new model. So you can't really transfer your old rain cover to the new Osprey pack. So make sure you get an updated rain cover when you also update. Overall, I'd say that, you know, the new model is wonderful and has a lot of really good perks to it. I just wish that Osprey would update a few of the annoyances that just take away from the functionality of an already awesome pack. So if you like what you saw, subscribe down below, write a comment, give us a like. I'd love to hear what your experience has been in choosing a carrier. Thanks, guys.